RM Sothebys 2024 auction, Portola Plaza Hotel in downtown Monterey. And the entrance is enhanced by 3 black cars and 1 silver one. A very nice array. Oh, and in the lobby, there's a Ferrari last year. Look at this Mercedes-Benz 196 Grand Prix Streamliner. Oh, God. Yes, we remember them. How grand is this? Oh, such history. Sure, why not the dramatic view? Oh, this is marvelous. And now a 410 Super Sport Gaglietti, but it's a Paravano car, which is the owner of these cars in Southern California in the 50s and raced them with Carroll Shelby. And oh, there it is at the bottom, Southern California in the 50s. I mentioned Palm Springs and other places. What a marvelous experience. Perfection. What a car.
Okay, can I use my favorite for sure?
And now it sits here innocently in the lobby of the hotel. Now, at that car didn't dazzle you. How about this? These are private sale cars. Testarossa. Oh, I admire these cars. They're so luscious. One of the lobby cars, Pininfarina Ferrari, 500 Superfast. I say it every year. Prepare to be dazzled. This is the premier room, besides the lobby, of the major cars this year at RM Sothebys. How about a short wheelbase, I think? California Spider. Yes. And here we're in California. Ferrari Super America. Pininfarina. Mondial. Ferrari. And more to come. Oh my goodness, there's a Grand Prix car behind. We'll cover that later. Delage. The F50 in the background there, and other Ferraris to come. 275 Nart Ferrari. We'll get to the Porsche in the background there. Here we are again, another Mercedes-Benz 300 SL convertible. A Daytona Ferrari convertible. And a Cobra. And a 1934 Alfa Romeo. Grand Prix car demo. F50 Ferrari. And now what is called the junkyard, the Mercedes-Benz. We'll look at it a bit closer. Barn find? What do you want to say? Oh, and there is a Ferrari that was called a California as well, a 365, done by Tom Jarda. Then we got a Fiat 8V. Gullwing, Mercedes, another Ferrari. Oh, and the junkyard again. Look at this. A 300 SL. Coupe. Gullwing. And then a Porsche 550. No kidding. The dust comes with the car. But look at the hood length. What a car. Best to show someday. You don't see many of these. This is called a California as well, Spider. It's done by Pininfarina. And again, Tom Jarda was involved in the design of it. Quite rare. Back to the junkyard again, and here's this Gullwing with knockoff wheels as well. A worthy car in any respects. 550 Porsche Spider. John von Neumann. There is a West Coast name in the races in the 50s. In fact, that red Ferrari out there in the lobby we showed, it would race against this one in the races in Southern California in the 50s. You saw this from afar, but another 300 SL. Beautiful red Daytona and a Cobra. These presentations are absolutely excellent in here. Not necessarily on this particular car. This Alfa Romeo was quite elegant. Back to this Super America, it's like a California, that's that look, bigger engine, bigger car. In a luscious green, very nice. 550 Mondale. These 4 cylinders did very well in the early racing days. 32 Delage. I mean, the windshield isn't any. It needs to be a little lower. What a car. 275. North American Racing Team. That's a Luigi Canetti group in the early days. There's nothing like a Daytona. Yes. Amongst others. A Cobra. And a Mercedes. Now at the entrance there was a short wheelbase 250 Ferrari, California. This is a long wheelbase version. There is so much interest in this room. And here's a 330 Ferrari. Very nice. We'll do this Spider again. It's the second to the last one built, and John von Neumann drove it in Southern California, and Richie Ginther, or John von Neumann and Richie Ginther had raced it. Yeah, the room is just remarkable. Absolutely. From shine to dust. Oh, I was looking for it. I knew it'd be upstairs. So here are some more cars. This was a Porsche Speedster at one time. Well, it still is. Slightly altered. Particularly in the rear. The headrests and things. Let's say an off-white F50. And here's a Ferrari 330 Coupe. Countach in the background and Lamborghini in the foreground. This is room number 2. Begin the dazzle again. And the bride in our day is an ISO Gifro. Go to the head of the class, huh? Another red Ferrari? Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like the whole end of the room there is Porsche. We'll get to it, but here's an Alfa Romeo TZ. Ooh, some interesting stuff besides Porsches. Here's a cream puff. Wow. Yes, a Bugatti. Speaking of Bugatti, in line for polishing, it's already been polished. The one next to it. That is exciting. Now we got a Picasso here, just getting polished. Not that it really needs it. It looks incredible right now. Quietly over here is Aston Martin, competing with the Bugatti. Next lineup, GT40 back there, Mercedes, Benz, and a Porsche. These very complicated cars are very intriguing. They have a lot of the Mercedes-Benzes from other times, design nuances on them. Well, Lamborghini, four-wheel drive, M1, BMW, and very luscious new Ferrari. Whoa. He ordered it in blue and gold. A 935 Porsche, slightly modified from the other 935s by a longer tail and a bigger wing. Sorry, I don't have the rest of the story of this car, but it's different from a 935 in many respects. Got to show it from the side because that rear is just quite streamlined and low. Standing right next to this loudspeaker here so you can hear my heart pounding. That's not it. This is too much. Wouldn't it be nice to walk into a room like this every morning? Which car shall I drive today? And one of the standouts here in the lobby is this Testarossa Ferrari convertible. Obviously converted. And that conversion is very convincing. I mean, it looks like you put the top up and down every day. And on my way out is this lonely hair Daytona. It's just fabulous in its look. So again, I say, the dazzle has been overwhelming. And every year it is. It's remarkable. So, of all that dazzle inside, didn't get to you. Here's the outside display, which we're going to enter. Yes, it goes around the corner. You can hear our friends, the seagulls. They love it here, too. This is the inside, or the outside, but we're on the inside. This is one parking lot you would love to own. Oh, with the cars in it, of course. I'm going to try to pick out some outstanding ones, like this Jaguar. Ferrari. Oh, and the sun came out at this Vignale Ferrari. There is rarity, or here is rarity. 1951 Ferrari, but look at the Ferrari next to it. It's got to be a 2018, 19, 20? Sure, show the new one. Why not? This is sweet. Absolutely sweet. This is an Alfa Romeo ice racer. Yes. Am I back in Italy or where am I? This is marvelous. Want to stay in that world? Here's a beautiful, beautiful Alfa Romeo. 2900, I'm sure. Going French now, this is a Voisin. Incredibly rare. From that Voisin to this magnificent Rolls Royce. In the background, the Gronda and a Chrysler. Yes, they do make them big. Another grouping is a Saline. Now we got a lot of hypercars here. It's called another name now, but this is a Vector, and it's a Vector convertible. Quite rare. And next to a Diablo. How's this for rarity? There is a Vector coupe, and in the middle is one of those ill-fated Bugattis. The first attempt to renew Bugatti, and here's the Vector. This is just a staggering. Wait till we go on down. Here's, there's Vector, right? Oh my goodness. And here's two more Vectors. A more contemporary one, if you use the word contemporary, is this one in the foreground. This is an Isidera, which started out as a Mercedes and another company took it over. Mercedes V8. I doubt if we'll ever see a view like this again in terms of early hypercars. I know, I exclaim, but I have to say, this is staggering because of its meaning. I mean, try something here. Here is this early Bugatti. See all the inlets and outlets and all the shape to it. Similarity, yes. Equal excitement. This should be in the big room. I mean, these cars are deserving of that. I'll remember this forever. And in the early days, this was considered radical. It's a boat car. This is a Bertone Aston Martin. A Ghia Chrysler. A dual Ghia. And a BMW Glass. That's a pretty rare car. Auburn boat tail.
Oh, look at this cool one.
Packard.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
And Asada Frontini. A giant Asada Frontini. Lancia Appia. Very rare car. Special bodied. Zagato. This Jaguar XJR15 is pretty rare. And so is this deluxe Isetta. Longtail. Straight Porsche. And here's one of the last gull wings. 1949 Delahaye. Well, we're going to go back for a few highlights at the end, but here's Alfa Romeo. Nice. And we saw this coming in from the top. Lamborghini Countach. So again, it's time to leave, but it's hard to do that. The memories are lasting. Yes, very lasting memories. Broad Arrow. Starts out very colorful. Well, they started out with silver Porsches. Now I've got, to be dazzled. I've used that word before. Well, this is the auction hall itself. Quite a welcome. Ah, yes, elbow. It's music. You hit some lines now, but boy, some nice ones. Look at this. A Morris and a little Cinquecento. Yes, it's Cinquecento. I love it. Yeah, Mercedes. You name it, it's here. And white Lamborghinis and green Porsches. Or green Ferraris, what am I talking about? And silver. And how about a Lamborghini Mira in silver? Mercedes-Benz, wow. Look at this little gem. Gem, color, excitement, choice. And right in the middle of it all, here's this Oldsmobile. Oh, and they have a room here too. Dark, but lots of cars. And for contrast, there's a Cunningham, okay? Here's a Cisitalia. Yeah, that's it. It just keeps going. Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Ferrari, the MGPA, a Delahaye, Rolls-Royce, Packard, Lincoln, Vendley back there, HKE, Dino, and the oldies. The whole center is Ferraris. You talk about oldies, there's about a 54 Porsche. Chrysler 300, Corvettes. I've seen a lot of gold wings today. How about one that's a little more transparent? The ultimate transparent gold wing. I miss here, Victorini. Yeah. Remember when? Yes.
This is what Ellis had?
Wraparound windshield and all. Jaguar. BMW. Aston Martin. Lamborghini. Saw this coming in. Thought I'd show it again. Blazing color. Saw this coming in. Well, next that little Fiat. Here's a Maybach sedan with the largest doors in any sedan. Wide angle car. And the airplanes in the background are for that big party that occurs every Wednesday here. Another GM product. Very rare green Porsche. Pantera. Nice one. Next to the Diablo. When you talk about a green Porsche, look at this green Mercedes. Perfection everywhere you look. And so, as we came in, that was Broad Arrow, and fantastic show. I'm at Bonhams at the Quail. And we're confronted with a Fiat Isata Fontini. And our first car is an Isata Fontini. So, right at the front door, here we are. All right, the premium car here, well, among a lot, is this Ferrari Lusso, which is beautifully displayed. Porsche 928. A lot of memorabilia for sale, which is going to be very interesting. Front and center, BMW 202. Oh, and these model cars are unreal. And of course, there's got to be a GTO amongst the group, and an Enzo. These are fabulous. And a Delahaye. Magnificent artwork.
I don't know whether he meant in Watsonville or down.
And for the younger folk, it could be another Sterling Moss. And here's the first 917 winning Porsche, child size. And the setting for purchasing a car is exquisite. Yes. And if this exhibit here doesn't personify Monterey Car Week, I don't know which does. Gee, our first electric car is up for auction. Nice, sweet Lamborghini. There's a thing called automobile jewelry. Gotta make apologies for a little wind. Very windy in the valley here. We're getting our Lamborghini lesson. This is a Lamborghini Jarma. Now we're getting our Detroit lesson. Chrysler, Oldsmobile, Cougar, 3 Chrysler products right in a row. You got a little double bubble there. Zagato, Fiat, and an Alfa Romeo. Yes, Abarth. Some Jaguars, 140s. I had to come back to this car because I mentioned Lamborghinis and learning some history. This is Islero. I read it on the windshield. Just quiet out here, Carmel Valley. And every car is a winner. Yes, Mecum. Loud and clear. Look at this custom 962 Porsche. Yes, custom. And the cars, they just keep pouring in. And how many crossfires have you seen in the last many years? And of course, how many of you, well, let's say, ever seen this before? A mod rod. Yes, there's contrast all over the place at this auction. Of all ages. And all purposes. And they come all ways, too. And a Bowtail Auburn. High quality. Oh, Auburn Speedster. Oh, and all the purity. Look at this red Jaguar. 120. And of course, Detroit is all well represented. You know, here's a late Viper, and boy, they were pretty good looking at the end of their career. Real quality though. Look at this Packard, MG, Maserati, and a Chrysler. Do we call this cute? Not bad. We call this very sexy and completely different. Now I want this flame job, you know, right in the front, just sort of look like it's trailing to the back. But yeah, we'll just keep going. Just keep going. Ah, so how about a Porsche Longtail? We'll show you. Yeah, that long. And they have everything. Oh, there's going to be a bidding battle. I can hear it coming. And plenty of the Lamborghinis to choose from. Fiat Jolly with all the wicker seats and everything. It's crazy here. All joking aside, here's a very legitimate Jaguar. From that stately Jaguar, here's a stately 34 Ford with almost British racing green. The noses have it. Can you imagine these are both Chrysler products? Yes, it's a replica Delahaye. It's got a V12 engine in it. Still pretty sensational looking. And in matching colors, here's a Prowler. And again, in matching colors, a Lincoln Continental. Must be resale red they're using. Of course, there's this Ford. Pretty sporting in this nice blue. I like the hood ornament, looking sort of like Lincoln. I know I have wide angle on the lens, but this truck is wide angle as well. I need wide angle for this Lincoln as well. Every year at Mecum, we look for Panteras. As you can remember, Panteras changed over the years. Sort of like what happened to Lamborghinis. All right, there's Corvettes, and then there's Corvettes. We'll give you another chance. Boy, I hope this doesn't get hot rodded. It's too nice. A 32. Hey, I mentioned choice here, right? 34, right? 34, right? 34. Oh, again, the same question. Don't convert it to a Roadster. I mean, leave it the way it is. Well, there sure is variety here. Well, I said Mecum sells motorcycles, and here are some coming up to be displayed. Look at this Vincent right in the foreground. Well, you don't like black. How about it in green? Motorcycles are just intriguing. Look at this, a 4-cylinder. Triumph. Yeah, it's Triumph. And here's the Moto Guzzi. And out in front, a couple of Premiers. Henderson. Wow, that's fabulous. Oh, there are more Indy cars coming on the market from the past. Pretty amazing the variety and what's available in an auction. Plenty for the kids. Well, in the big room, the 962 has ended up here, rightfully so. It is a very unique and special vehicle. And how frequently has this happened that we've seen an auction in which there's been 2 300 SLs? Some pretty nice choices. Well, in the corner is this Delahaye, which is to die for. Gorgeous coupe. Very, very nice pick. And this is probably the premier car here this year, 69 Ford GT40, one of 11 lightweights built. And that's Mecum for another year. Now we're here for Gooding & Company. See what their offerings are in 2024. And right at the beginning, here's an 8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. Outstanding. And for that introduction, we reach to this. Grandness. Absolute. One Ferrari to another. To another. How about a black birdcage? Or a black Daytona? How about a little Italian row here? Ferrari, Vignale. Yes, Ferraris again. More. And more. And here's a nice silver one. Take your choice. Tough choice, huh? Speaking of Vignale, gorgeous Ferrari. Absolutely luscious. Oh, Lamborghini and Lancia. Another Ferrari. The lighting in here is just spectacular. And this That's a Serenissima right there. Very rare. And a Fiat Dino. Ferraris. Now, how about this Sunbeam? Pretty wild. An engine beyond belief. This is remarkable. And right next to it is this Rolls Royce. Look at this Alfa Romeo. Rare. Duesenbergs. The end of the line. A Duesenberg and a Delahaye. A lot of newer cars as well. Aston Martin. And then look right next door. Now the ending car here is the Zagato Lamborghini. Yeah. And what's interesting is the car next to it as well. It is a Zagato Alfa Romeo. Putting this together, that's a Zagato Lamborghini, Alfa Romeo. This is a Zagato Ferrari. And this one is a Porsche. Then following over there is the Maserati Zagato. Very nice display. Zagato Ferrari is really wild. Stay with that Porsche. They made a Roadster many years ago. This is kind of a retro car. Retro coupe. On down the line. But here we go. Here's another Zagato. Picasso at the end. A Lamborghini 350. This is a Kia Alfa Romeo. Lamborghini. Staggering. Back at the lead car, the Alfa Romeo, they're very busy looking at it. Quite the representation of an 8-cylinder. And here's this 98, famous here in California, nowhere else. In the early racing days, 4-cylinder. Well, they're fired up. Here I am. Yep, they do run them once in a while. To be continued. Look at this, another 550 Spider. Staying with themes, these are all Bugattis. This Bugatti in the middle of this row of Bugattis is almost a Bugatti Royale. More to come. All Bugattis. Staying in the Bugatti world. How about this? Here's the beginning of that line again. Don't have sights like this too often in your life. A wonderful Alfa Romeo. Yeah. Seata. An MG. The old question, how come some of these cars are so abused or in bad condition? They're not cheaper either. I mean, look at the engine. Oh! Line up the British royalty. Bentley. Rolls Royce. And Auburn. They make Auburn boat tails and then they make super boat tails. Look at this car. Marvelous. Going down the line, here's Mercedes. Ooh, Packard. And we'll catch the others. I am breathless. Wazan. And a Wazan. Cute. This is Bugatti Type 59. Incredibly valuable and incredibly rare. I'll take it. American underslung. Fabulous. Pierce. Packard. Ooh. To be continued. The Kissel. It's a Kissel with golf clubs. Studs. Magnificent studs. I have to come back to these just for the color, right? And the interest. And the totality of this whole show. Oh, sorry to alert you. Here we are, Cadillac. I used the word cute a little while ago. We all know the Beetle is cute. This one is really gussied up. Rolls Royce, another Rolls Royce, and one after that, and on down. And all those Rolls Royces, it ends up with a car. Well, we started this outdoor episode here with a Cadillac, and here's a pretty nice Lincoln Maserati. This also is a Maserati. Very rare. Oh yeah, Porsche's involved. Well, we're in the other wing now. Bugatti. There's another Auburn. It's something that's getting a lot of attention over here. What's getting a lot of attention? It's a red Packard. Pretty nice. Just to give you a quick scope of the size of this place. But every car is remarkable. However, if you want an attention-getting device, here it's just about as best as you can get. Delahaye. Oh, you got a blue Porsche and a blue Lister. Yes, very blue. And a Ferrari 333. And that is an original, or the original, Chaparral. Yes, pretty rare. One-on-one, probably. Sure led to a lot of great cars, though. Jim Hall. We've seen a lot of these today. Well, a few. Short wheelbase Ferrari. Where the noses have it. This really shows you how many great cars are here. You just can't cover every one. And you got two Aston Martins, and then here's a Ferrari right in the end. Oh, the presence of it all. Aston Martin. And you got a Lotus 18 here. Yeah, right here. Of course, there are a lot of Ferraris, right? Only one Ford convertible. 35 Ford. Look at that. Pretty nice. This Corvette drew a lot of attention just a moment ago. A lot of people left. We're going to show you one. The early fuel injection on a Chevrolet. Yeah, there it is. These are all Porsches. At the end of the line here is a 935. It's extra special. It's on a special display stand. I'm just going to listen to the music right now. Sailing along. Then you come out in the light and you a little bit of Ferrari dreaming. God, this exhibit is beyond anything. Just extravagant, beautiful stuff. Yes, there's a world out there, and it's filled with beauty. And we're seeing it today. Ferrari beauty. Stay with me. Great music, great cars, great location. One last shot. What an experience.